Good Friday morning. I'm meteorologist Byron Douglas. Hope everyone is having a great day. Thank you for tuning us in here on our stream. And it's not an alert day, but we are looking at a cool, dry Halloween overall. It's going to be chilly out there. I'll say good morning to some folks out there. Let's take this full. The trick-or-treat forecast looks like this for today. And we're going to go back and take a look at some of the history on Halloween. But as you're heading out this evening, temperatures generally will be in the lower 50s. Now, if you're going out during the daylight hours, we're going to be looking at temps generally into the upper 50s. And then if you're going out after 8 p.m., generally temperatures will be in the lower 40s during that time frame. So generally, this is going to be the brightest day we've had in nearly a week, even though we brightened things up yesterday afternoon especially. And we still got some football teams out there playing, and it looks pretty good at kick. Pretty good breeze, but shouldn't affect the special teams or teams that like to throw the ball. Halftime, we're going to call this kind of a hot chocolate watch. Upper 40s during that stretch, and then mid 40s as we go to the second half for area football games out there. So do enjoy the games, and good luck to all the teams. Well, I want to highlight our rain chances. We'll go out over the next week, and we're going to talk historically that we had some snow in this date on Halloween in 1993. But Saturday, we talked about this yesterday, increasing our chances for rain Saturday, specifically during the afternoon and evening. And then Sunday, we could be left over with some showers, generally in the pre-dawn hours during that time frame. Okay, let's talk weather history. I'll have more on this coming up at 14 News at noon. You go back to 1993. On the 30th and 31st, we had a ½ inch of snow out at the airport. Now, a lot of this melted off during the afternoon, but not all of it. And then over in Owensboro, they had 3 to 4 inches of snow. I remember that because I was at the Kentucky Wesleyan. I would call football. Kentucky Wesleyan was playing Tennessee Wesleyan, and they were playing in some snow. And we only had a temperature of 44 degrees and a record low of 25 just a few years later in the mid-20s. And this is also in the record books for snowfall for the month of October, a 2-day haul of 4.6 inches of snow back on the 31st in 1993. So taking a look now at our winds, the winds will be down a little bit from what we've had in the past few days, but if you have a good costume on, you should be fine out there, even though we had temps bottom out in the 30s this morning, so a westerly wind. And we'll do some nowcasting here on Doppler radar. Mainly clear out there right now. Let's white it out just a bit. They had record rainfall in New York, and then areas up to the north and east. Toronto, good luck to the Blue Jays. Don Mattingly, they're in the World Series. They got some showers there. And as you go up just a bit, out west of Ottawa, I don't know, it takes us north there of London, Ontario, some snow showers. And you also got some snow out in New York. Pretty good low up in Fargo, North Dakota. And then on the backside, seeing a few snow showers west of Minot, east of Williston, and northwest of Bismarck. North Dakota is a beautiful area. I've been there in summer, but never when it's been cold. And it's cold a lot there during this time of the year. And the outlooks are in. These are what we call the 6 and 10-day outlooks. We are guiding above normal. We'll start to see some of this next week. We've been below. This has been the coolest week we've had so far this autumn. Temperatures have really struggled. And we've had 5.5 inches of rain here in October. So usually we're in the market for some showers, but the 6 and 10-day outlooks, most of the corn and soybeans are out, but we're going to be trending drier than average during that stretch. Regional temps, 42 Evansville, Chicago's at 40, 42 in Memphis, so pretty chilly. In Omaha, Lincoln's up at 35. The next chance for scattered frost for us would be on Monday morning. I love the cloud chart. Cloud layers, scattered clouds at 3 to 5, and then up at 25,000 feet, some cirrus clouds. And then tonight, clouds will start to thicken up late tonight. So as we graph the next 12 hours, temps will be about 4 or 5 degrees below normal. They'll be running into the upper 50s to near 60 this afternoon. Here's the latest guidance, mainly clear of clouds as we go through the afternoon and through this evening. Clouds will start to thicken up for tonight. Saturday, maybe a little bit of sunshine here early, but we are going cloudy. It's been trending cloudier, and then look at this. We talked about this yesterday on the stream that we're dealing with some showers. I bumped it up to a 60% chance of rain Some of the guidance wants to keep the rain well to our south and then confine it to Saturday night, but we're getting some returns. Here's the in-house guidance that we use. I'm using the HRRR model, which is a good short-term model that we like. And then some showers. And you could even have some rumbles of thunder Saturday night south of Madisonville along the Kentucky-Tennessee border. We're not risk for any severe thunderstorms or anything like that. We're really not risk for any thunder, but there's enough cold air aloft. I think we could see an embedded thunderstorm or two, mainly to the south. This takes us into Sunday morning. Sunday morning, keep in mind we do have the time change. We'll have clearing skies throughout the day on Sunday. And then I'm going to show you a little bit about what's going on next week. Monday, winds will go southwesterly, so we're going to pump temperatures in the low 60s on Monday. And then we'll have a shot in the middle of next week to crank it up to perhaps as high as 70. So maybe just a few more clouds on Tuesday. And then we're going to take the 7-day here full. Mitch and Casey are working on some news stories, so we're just doing a weather streaming here. But they want to remind me we have a lot of events going on, even for some of the kids and adults out there. It's all on our 14wfie.com. You can check that out. And then also on our app. We fall back on Sunday, and we'll take this full. I hope everyone has a happy Halloween. There's the 7-day. Those are some of those warmer temperatures we talked about. Tuesday it's 67, 68 on Wednesday as we go into next week. Leslie Chapman of 14 News, good morning to you. She'll have more coming up. This is her morning show coming up later on 14 News. Good morning to you, Alan, and good morning to all of you. Thanks for joining us here. We're here each weekday at 8:30, and we'll have more throughout. Looks pretty decent today with highs at 59. Have a happy Halloween. We'll talk to you soon.